Hey guys, welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Bruce and today we want to take a look at the Kpz EK1. Let's go. So what is this tank all about? Well, it's basically a Leopard 1, but just a premium version of it. It has some slight differences, and in order to understand this tank and to see whether it is stronger or weaker compared to the Leopard PTA, and the PTA obviously on tier 9, not the Leopard 1 on tier 10, we need to take a look at a little comparison. So, comparison between the Kpz EK1 and the Leopard PTA. First of all, DPM is almost the same. Penetration is slightly better on the Leopard PTA. Alpha damage slightly better. Shell velocity slightly better. Gun handling, this is where the Kpz Erich Konzept 1 shines. Almost same aim time, but look at this. Look at the 0.14 dispersion values compared to 0.2. So this gun handling is much better, and with this gun handling you can actually conduct snapshots unlike with the Leopard PTA. Mobility wise, they both go 65 kph. However, the Kpz does have the much better power to weight ratio plus the better terrain resistance values. So mobility wise, the Kpz EK1 is much better in my opinion. They both do not have any armor, and look at this, stationary camo 12.25 versus 14.53. So this is a significant advantage for the Leopard PTA. So overall, with the Kpz EK1 you trade camo value, but you get a much better gun handling and much better mobility with this tank. Alright, so how do I play the tank? Well, this is my crew, as you can see, my commander, my gunner, my driver and my loader. And then I play the tank with vertical stabilizer, with coated optics and with gun rammer. Yes, you do not need the vertical stabilizer, however I want to have this nice and sweet snapshot capability of this tank. So yeah, let's jump into some gameplay and see whether we can make this tank work. Alright, so first game, let's see what we have. We are spawning in a tier 10 match, but we're mid here because there are also tier 8 tanks, and the question is, do we want to go for the spotting build, so without gun rammer but with an exhaust system? But no, that's not what I want to do. I want to use the gun rammer. Now if we would not have a light tank in this game, I would go for the spotting build, but as we have 2 light tanks, I will go for the regular build and use the gun rammer to increase my DPM. Now on this map I like to go to the standard position, which is right here, because from here I can take all the tanks under fire which are going to the middle, and also the heavy tanks if they fall back a little bit to basically this position right here. So let's see how it goes. Okay, T100 LT is making pressure. See how it goes. We have quite some support, which is good, and sooner or later we might be able to push. Now the Leopard PTA of the enemy team is going to the heavy lane, which is good for us. There's only one heavy tank in the game. Okay, here you go. So let's see whether we can fall back so that we're not spotted anymore. Let's fall back and let's take a shot onto him. We can fall back. Looks like there's no tank in the middle, so no tank which can actually... dude, I need to... Sorry, but there's no tank in the middle, so there's no necessity for playing this position because there's no tank in the middle. Alright, so maybe if the Leopard PTA falls back just a little bit, just a tiny touch. Object 430 is also on the heavy lane, so we need to watch out. Now I do not want to push out the T100 LT simply because I think that we will pay a very high price for this. Now, if there's no tank here, I want to fall back. And I want to make some blind shots. I want to work with some blind shots. But first of all, we need to go to a different position. Because as you can see, there's the Leopard 1 and the Panther 2 in those positions. And so I want to take a shot onto these positions, or this position. I must not knock down a tree, because otherwise... Here you go. Alright. Let's make 1 or 2 blind shots, or maybe a couple of blind shots into this area right there. No. Looks like this is not a hit. We need to play cautiously. And as soon as the Leopard 1 peeks out of cover, we will take a shot onto him. Maybe now. Okay, he just spotted me. Of course he did. So let's see how it goes. We can take a shot onto the WoT 65. Nice, this is good. Excellent. And now, of course, we simply need to hold the position and decrease the HP of the adversary team. That's our mission that we have to accomplish right now. That's what we need to do. The ELC even 90 will be taken out soon, because he has no chance of brawling. Okay, bounce on the upper hull. Yep, should have aimed at the turret. In this situation, I can make use of the gun rammer, which is good. And if you do not have any armor, like in the Kpz EK1, what you want to do is you want to only show a very little portion of your tank, so that you are giving the adversary team a hard time of actually hitting you. Now, if the Leo 1 moves out further of cover, I can... Nice, take him out, excellent, that's what I want to see. He made a mistake by going there. Now I need to wait 10 seconds until I'm not spotted anymore. And then I think we can try to maybe make a push alongside with the... Yeah. Alongside with the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, okay. Okay, I wanted to take out the... Yeah. Nice gameplay by him. I wanted to take out the Panther 2, which did not work out. So let's see. We need to continue to play a bit cautiously. We cannot take a shot onto this tank. I mean, we should have enough HP to push out the Panther 2. I'm a little bit afraid that I will lose too many HP, so I need a teammate to push with me. That's what I need. Because then I can maybe further advance. Nice, that's what I want to see. Okay. Okay. Yep, we take one shot. We need to repair the fuel tank. And then we can basically go here to proxy spot him. There's still some TDs in the back. We can take them out. Fortunately, Leo does not manage to take a shot onto us. We're now not spotted anymore, so we can... Okay, we can simply take a shot. Nice. He takes a shot onto us, but we can take him out. And then, yeah. Alright. I cannot take a shot from him. Because I do not have the HP to do so. Okay. Yeah. We're now down to being one-shottable, so we need to wait for him. So we need to wait until he's spotted. Nice. He's now spotted, so now we can take a shot onto him. Okay, unfortunately. Nice, okay. And yeah, only 2k damage, which is not good, but I mean, in the end... yeah, the gun is just super nice and super precise. So yeah, in the end, we win the game with, I think, some smart gameplay. We made 4 kills, 2k damage, 769 assisting damage, so overall a pretty decent game. And another thing that you should notice is Wargaming has adjusted the tier 9 light tanks, not the light tanks, sorry, but the premium tanks, so they make more credits. So as you can see with the premium account, we make 179k damage. So with only 2000 damage, we actually make 52,000 credits, which is a pretty decent result if you ask me. So, okay, actually, I just saw that we made 100,000 credits for completing missions and events. So, but nonetheless, you can make a decent amount of credits with this tank. So let's jump into the next game. All right, Serene Coast. This time we spawn as a top tier tank. Now the problem is that we spawn on the losing side, at least to my opinion. The strategic position is the position at the C1 position right here, so we have to try to win this position. The problem is you need a hull-down capable tank, which we are not, because we do not have any armor. And we will see how it goes and how much support we have. So there are two options. As I'm a top tier tank, I want to play aggressively and I want to make sure to win this position for my team. And I also think that as a top tier tank, I need to add my firepower to where it is needed. So I need to go to this flank and basically bring my firepower into the fight and try to work with my team. We do get quite some support. All of the heavy tanks are proceeding to this position, so I think it's the right choice to go here. Now, which tank can we expect? Certainly the Char Future 4. Yeah, Progetto 46 is also good. Fortunately, the DZT is proceeding to... the middle, which is good for us. And now we have support. Now we have the support of our team, which is good. I will load heat in order to reliably pen the Stritzwang 103, because with AP we cannot, or with APCR we cannot pen him, but with heat we can reliably pen him, which is good. M103 is pre-aiming our position, so We need to be cautious, play cautiously, because I do not want to lose too many HP right here at the beginning of the game. Now, there you go. I think he has just shot, so yeah. Nice. With heat, of course, we have no chance, no problem spanning those tanks. So yeah, we need to spam a little bit of heat, but that's all right. We only want to peek out so much that we're giving the adversary tanks a hard time of penning us. Right, let's load APCR and let's proceed forward because we need to make sure to help out our team. Ah, we missed the LHMTV. But the point is that we are on the winning side and we need to continue to make damage. Question is, how can we make more damage without playing too offensively and without throwing away our tank, because that is our goal. This is a critical moment in which you can easily throw away your tank. Nice. And that's not what we want to do. Right, perfect. Let's try to get a shot onto the LHMTV. Ah, just missed the tank because he's so tiny. But you know what? Now, yes, that's what I want to see. And I do not want to take a shot onto the M103. Nice. I'd rather take a shot onto this tank, and then let's now consciously trade in our HP against the Leopard PTA. Nice. And he's taken out. We make 3.2k damage. Where's the light tank? LHMTV has proceeded to the little island. I think the Pantera will have no problems taking him out, but actually, as we have still 11 minutes to go, we can basically try to cut him off, but I think the Selma will be much faster. So yeah, I think in this game you saw the snapshot capabilities of this tank, and I mean, this is what this tank is all about. The Kpz EK1 has a much better gun handling compared to the Leopard PTA, simply due to its dispersion values, and this makes this tank so much more fun to play, because you do not only have a precise gun, you can also conduct snapshots with it. You pay this with a little bit worse camo, but overall the trade is absolutely worth it, and this tank is, in my opinion, a better Leopard PTA. So yeah, a tank which is really fun to play. So 3.2k damage. Let's now see how many credits we make this time. So let's see. So this time I actually class 3, which is nice, and this time with 3.2k damage, so with about 50% additional damage, we make 67,000 credits, because we used a lot of premium ammunition, but nonetheless a decent result. And let's go for a final game in the Kpz EK1. Alright, this time we spawn an outpost, and this time we are in a low tier situation. So what can we do? There's one light tank in the game. It is a... okay, the tier 11 light tank, the Borkenkäfer, alright. So with this light tank we have to watch out to not stay in a bush for a prolonged time, because he can definitely give us a hard time with activating his his special feature and shooting into the bush in which we are standing, and then this will mark us for the whole enemy team, and so everybody will be able to take us under fire. So to counter this, you have to go into a bush, but you have to always be able to fall back multiple times. So you must not stand still in a bush and conduct passive spotting, because if he takes a shot onto you, then you will be once again marked, and they can take you under fire. Let's try to use the snapshot capabilities of this tank. See how it goes. Nice. This gun landing is so sweet. It is so nice. And yeah, it's just adorable. It's so adorable. Okay, let's see. Type 61 is already retreating because he doesn't want to take more damage from us, which is good. And you know what? I think it is time to go into this position right here. Yeah. As we have a pretty decent snapshot capability, we can allow to fall back a little bit and then only peek out once we have reloaded in order to make more damage. So yeah, if you can exploit the I was too slow. If you can exploit the mistakes of the enemy team, then this tank really works because of the super precise gun. So let's try to be faster this time. Let's lobster eye the minimap, and as soon as a tank gets spotted, we want to exploit this. Now Type 71 has won the middle, and maybe we should also go on top of the hill. I really adore this gun, and I really adore this tank. It is so fun to play. Okay, we're too late for this tank, but you know what? We'll get our chance. We will get our chance. Hopefully those tanks continue. And I think I need to make more damage. The question is, how can we make more damage? The CC... Okay. The CC Mark 1 should have gone to the heavy lane. For sure. If we take a shot now, we will get spotted, but that's not a problem because we can then fall back behind this house and thus behind cover. So that's not a problem at all. Now the question is how can we make more damage? It's tough to take those tanks under fire because they always have the chance of falling back. If we get spotted now, yeah, we get spotted, so we need to fall back under cover. Patton destroys our fuel tank. This is not what I want to see, and you know what? Yeah, we're not lucky. The aiming was actually not too bad, but we need to Okay, we need to push hardcore into the remaining adversary tank's position in order to make a bit more damage. The game is over too quickly. Yeah, I mean, we're on the winning side. We are winning the game, which is fine. But overall, I think it's time to make pressure. Borkenkäfer, yeah. Is the last tank. Nice, we can take him out. So once again, 2k damage. But yeah, another good game. An okay game, I would say, with 2k damage in a tier 9 matchup. But that is all right. And I think those 3 games showed the strength of this tank. And I can really recommend this tank. Now, the tanks which have no armor benefit from their precise guns and from their mobility and from their flexibility. And those are values that you can also perfectly use in a low tier scenario. So while tanks with good armor perform well in a top tier scenario, those tanks like the Kpz EK1 do not only perform well in a good scenario, in a top tier scenario, but also in a low tier scenario. And this is why I like those tanks. This is one reason why I like to play those tanks. I like to play tanks with a precise gun, and this tank does have a precise gun, plus it has a very nice snapshot capability. It is fast, it is mobile, it is flexible, and it is simply really nice to play. Alright guys, that was it for today with the video about the Kpz EK1. Now, what do you think about this tank? Do you like it? Do you like to play tanks with no armor whatsoever? Or do you like to play tanks with a bit more armor? For example, tanks like the Object 430 or the Object 430U or the Iron Arnie. Just leave a comment in the comment section down below. And as always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up or hype the video. You can hype the video multiple times. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. If you find this video extremely helpful, then feel free to support me via Super Thanks. This way you can make a one-time donation. You just have to click this button underneath the video. If you adore this channel and you want to consistently support me, then consider subscribing to my channel or become a member once again with the click of a button underneath the video. Thanks a lot, and I see you next time in another World of Tanks video.